America has some great tunes. This is Lonely People by Dan Peek, and it was, well, one of their second wave of great hits after Horse with No Name, I Need You, and Ventura Highway. Anyway, a year or two later. But a very simple song in a lot of regards. Simple kind of country strumming tune. I have a lesson up now on this at Totally Guitars that goes into some of the really cool nuances about it. The chord progression is very simple. It's from G to E minor to B minor. Now the way Dan plays his B minor chords, even on his 12-string guitar, he wraps his thumb around the neck and gets more of an F sharp in the bass kind of sound. I still tend to prefer to have people play it with a full bar, but this is a time, if you have trouble hitting, especially hitting the 4th or 5th string in the bass when you need it, this is a great time to not worry about it, because on that B minor, we want to hear that. We want to hear it with the F sharp in the bass. All kinds of stuff I go into in the lesson. But the beginning of the chord progression is, of course, G. Again, this very simple kind of strumming pattern. Bass, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I'm kind of leaning on the bass note on beat 1, and then just a steady flow of eighths after that. Same thing on E minor, same thing on B minor. 2 measures of B minor. Now the next time it gets there, there's only 1 measure of B minor. And it's followed by D. Continues with more chords in the key of G. C, D, now one of the most interesting things that happens in the song, we've got this descending bass line. G with F sharp in the bass, E minor with D in the bass, taking us back to C, before we have a C and a D and a G. Now, one of the things that I address in the lesson is different ways of getting that bass, that descending bass line. It could sound like this. Could sound like this. It could sound like this. It could sound like this. A lot of different ways of playing it. Each one has a slightly different flavor. So go into that in the lesson too. Anyway, the lesson is up now at Totally Guitars as part of the Target program. We also have a lot of free lessons there, including some other America songs. So I encourage you to check them out. But if you're interested in some of the subtleties and nuances that happen in Lonely People and want to work on understanding chord progressions a little bit more, come visit us at Totally Guitars.